What the hell is this on the speakers? It looks like he put a big condom on the speaker. Do you guys see that? Yo, guys, what's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Do you guys remember a couple weeks ago when I told you guys to send me in a picture of your setups and that I would feature it here on my channel? You guys remember when I did that? We're going to do our first critique this week. I'm going to be picking 5 setups. So what I need you guys to do is to email me your setups at this email right here. Well, unfortunately, I never really got to it. And it wasn't a thing that I didn't want to do it. It was more of a thing that you guys overwhelmed me with how many pictures you guys sent in. Honestly, I was only expecting to get, I would say maybe 15, 20 pictures. But I got anywhere close to 80 to 100 pictures, I want to say. It was a lot. Not today, that all changes because today I am finally doing the DJ setup review. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to do all the setups that you guys sent in because, like I said, it was way too much. It'd be a super long video if I went through all of them. I narrowed it down to about 10 to 15, I think. And I have to say, some of you guys have really, really dope setups. So thank you guys for sending in these setups. I can't wait to tell you what I have to say. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about them too. So feel free to leave any comments. Let me know which setups you like. Let me know what you don't like. Let me know what you do like. Let me know what you guys think of these setups. Now, it is a critique, so please don't get offended. These are all my personal opinions. It by no means that I am right. If I tell you that I don't like something, please don't be offended by it. It just means that I personally don't like that particular light or the particular way you have things set up. So don't be offended by that. This is all personal preference. Some of you guys might like what you see and some of you guys might not like what you see. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. It's always great to get feedback from other DJs, so be on the lookout for that. And also, let me know which one of these setups is your setup. So, without further ado, folks, let's get right into the DJ setup review. Our first setup comes from David Gordon. His name is DJ David G. Pretty nice clean setup, I would say. I like your tripods. Those are like the fancy tripods that you can just shoot up. I also like the lights on top of the speaker. I've always wondered how you guys mount that. What do you guys think about lights on top of speakers? I think that's pretty dope. That's a pretty cool idea. The T-bar, I would center it behind the DJ just to get a little bit of consistency, I would say. I'm a big neat freak, so I would center the tripod, the light tripod, right behind me. Sometimes you don't have that option though. I don't know what the situation was in this particular case. And the subwoofer in front of the table, what do you guys think about that? The subwoofer in front of the table. I know a lot of guys don't like doing that, and you did a great job as far as cable management goes. I would maybe consider running the subwoofer cable underneath the table and then back around just so that it's not right there, a black line in the middle of the table. But besides that, pretty nice. Nice job, David. Moving on. Our next setup comes in from Matthew, or DJ Made-tastic. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry, dude. His setup consists of 2 JBL Eon speakers, a JBL 615 sub, and a Denon MC6. He's from New Jersey. Oh, he's from around town. This is a pretty nice, dope, clean setup. This is what I was talking about last time. He has his light tripod centered in between the DJ facade. I like it. Great cable management, or maybe he didn't plug it in yet. If you did plug it in, man, that cable management is tight. It does look like he plugged it in. Over here on the right-hand side, it looks like a cable running down, but man, that is sharp. I like your cable management. Nice, dope, clean setup. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the facade. What I don't like is what you're using to light up the facade with. I don't know if that's an effect from these lights on top, but I don't like the dots going up on the facade. I like a nice, clean color on the facade, so maybe just use a wash light, I would say. I don't know if it's the derbies up here that's giving you that dot effect on the facade, but I personally don't like those dot effects. I hate it. I like a nice clean wash effect. But besides that, man, this is a nice clean setup. I love your cable management. I love the setup. I think you did a great job, Matthew. Next setup comes in from Lewis T DJ Service from Perthshire, Scotland. Wow. I got Scotland viewers. That's pretty dope. Shout out to you, Lewis. Thank you so much for being a viewer. And man, that is a beautiful, beautiful setup. I actually really like this setup. He's in a nice, elegant venue. He's also up on a stage. I love that. And I like it a lot. What I don't like on this is the same one that I didn't like on the other one. It's the facade. I hate the way you guys are lighting up these facades. I like a nice, clean wash. I hate that dot look on the facade. I'm just not a fan of it. It looks kind of messy. I love your scrims. I love the way you set up the washes here on the bottom. I know some people give you crap for putting lights on the bottom, but I actually like it. Next one comes from Burnham. What's up? It's your boy DJ Burnham, aka King Corin. We lit. Hey, that's actually what he wrote. 2 DJ setups. Why do you need 2 DJ setups for? See, this was a problem that we used to run into back in the day. The people using virtual DJ would have to bring in their own system just because they didn't know how to use Serato. This used to happen a lot at bars. Most of the bars had Serato pre-installed in, and this made a hassle because then they had to come in, unplug cables, replug cables, and it really got on people's nerves. I used to be one of those people too who didn't know how to use Serato, so I used to bring my own mixer. And then I finally got a Serato, fixed the issue. But do you really need 2 systems? Why'd you guys bring 2 systems? I would personally push out that subwoofer underneath the table. I wouldn't have it halfway in between the tablecloth. I would just either push it all the way out or push it all the way in. I wouldn't have it halfway. Next up, we have a setup from Alex, Emerald Entertainment from Chicago, Illinois. Damn, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got a Pioneer DDJ SX2 Yamaha MG16XU. Damn. Oh wow, he's using those LED strips that you buy on Amazon to warm the truss. He's using 2 Chauvet 64 pars underneath the scrim, a Chauvet color strip on top. I used to have that. I wasn't a big fan of the color strip. Honestly, man, I think this truss is a little bit of an overkill for what you got going on. This is a huge truss for just 2 moving heads, and they're small moving heads. Which one are these? Are pocket spots. That's a huge truss for just 2 of those. I think it's a bit of an overkill for just the 2 pocket spots right there, and then you have the color strip. I think it's a little much. Also, man, your cable management is all over the place. Look at this cable dangling. I would clean that up a little bit. Check out my description below where you can buy longer AC power cords, because I think that's the issue that you're running into. Your cables aren't long enough. This cable right here on the left hand side looks like it's hanging off for dear life. But overall, it's a nice little setup. I would just work on cable management, and maybe I would also get rid of some pieces. It looks like you're just bringing a bunch of equipment to the gig that's not necessary. You got 2 mixers, and it looks like you even have some more stuff behind you. So I would just get rid of that. I would do some cleanup of the setup. Next setup comes from Ryan Leo's DJ Caliente Entertainment. Wow, this is a setup. 2A DJ Revo 2s. 2A DJ Mega Tri profiles. 2A DJ Mega Tri profile behind the scribs. A ADJ Stinger 2, which is the same as the Chauvet Swarm. And 2 Edison professional speakers. Man, those lights are low. I DJ standing up. I don't know if you DJ sitting down, but still, regardless, I know I said that it's not an issue, but when you have a truss and you can get that thing up high, I don't understand why you would have those so low. Maybe it's because these scrims are tripod scrims, not necessarily for light tripods. Maybe they're speaker tripod scrims, so maybe that's why they're so low. But man, this is low. I would say maybe move these lights behind your speakers and then put the scrims on your speaker tripods instead of putting them on your light tripod. It looks a little bit odd that way, and I don't know if you're just sitting down to DJ, because that looks really, really low. It looks like you could knock your head on this thing. Next setup comes from Edgar Hernandez from Inland Empire in Southern California. California love. Wow, he mounted the gig bars. That's a great way to get a lot of lights in a package. If you don't know what a gig bar is, it's basically an all-in-one lights. It comes with a lot of lights in one package. This guy, he's using 2 and he mounted them on a truss. I've never really thought of using it that way. I know the gig bars are great for just putting them there and letting them do their own thing, but I like what you did there. You combined the 2 gig bars and made something, I think it's pretty different. What do you guys think about that? I don't like here the clutter that you have between your truss tripod and the speaker tripod. It looks like you just freaking put it right in. You put it right in. And it honestly looks like you try to hide 2 tripods in behind 1 scrim. That's what it looks like to me. You're also using scrim, a table scrim for your facade. I like that. I guess that's cool. I did that in the New York party. Some of you guys didn't like that. Some of you guys said I should use a facade instead. But I think that gets the job done. For small little parties, I think that gets the job done. I'm actually thinking about getting a table scrim myself for when I do smaller events that I don't want to bring that big old facade. Next setup comes from Oscar. He didn't give much information about his setup, but honestly, I was just a fan of the setup. I think it looks pretty clean. It does look like a little bit of an overkill. It looks like you love lighting, man. You have a lot of lights. You're using a half table facade. I don't know what those are called, but a table facade. I'm honestly not a fan of those, like I mentioned before. And it looks like you might have lit this facade with LED strips, the LED strips that you buy on Amazon. He's also got the TVs mounted up there on this truss. He's promoting himself, it looks like, making memory entertainment. Man, he's got a lot of lights on that truss, so he's putting it to good use. What I don't like about the scrim is that they go so low. I hate when the scrim is really low and then you got poles sticking out of the scrims. I'm just not a fan of that. But dope setup. This is another picture Oscar sent in, and I just decided to include this because what the hell is this on the speakers? I don't like that. It looks like a big condom, to be honest with you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Next one comes from Angel Lopez. He is the owner of Perfect Touch DJs. This is his setup. Man, this is my favorite setup so far, I have to say. I like it. It's kind of like the setup that I have. What I would maybe say is consider getting rid of this tripod and buying that American DJ LTS-6 that you guys saw when I opened up my gobo, because it's a little bit of an overkill to just hold the gobo projector. I really like this setup. This is like the modern DJ setup. I like it a lot. My only pet peeve with this setup is that bar in the back behind you. It's too much. I don't like it. My favorite setup so far. I like this one a lot. Great job, Angel. The next setup comes from the homie DJmikedup from Macon, Georgia. Is that Macon or Macon? Macon? I'm not sure. Shout out to you, DJmikedup. He's using 2 QSC K12s. Those are becoming so popular. I can't tell you how often I get people telling me, hey man, K12s are the way to go. K12s, K12s, K12s. People really seem to love their K12s. He's using some self-made speaker pole scrims. Whoa. Honestly, they look a little loose, but if you made these yourself, that's still pretty good considering that you didn't, these aren't bought. These aren't like store-bought. My hat's off to you, DJmikedup, for keeping it real with the turntables. I like the turntables that you have here. Techniques 1200s. RAID 62. I love that setup. Dope setup. I love it. It's classic. What I don't like is, honestly, I don't like that you put the monitor right here, right in front of you. I would put that on the floor somewhere. I don't know, it's just throwing me off a little bit. I don't like this big speaker right here, right in front of your MacBook. Another thing that I don't like, man, I don't like what you did with your speakers. I don't know what this is. It looks like a scrim that you put over it. Honestly, it looks like another condom. I don't know if this is like a trend that people do. I don't like it. It's just not for me. I don't like the speakers being covered up with scrim. I don't really know much guys who are putting scrim on top of their speakers. I guess you're going for an all-white look, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, if it floats your boat, it's okay, but I'm not a fan of it. What I do love, man, is your turntables. Man, that is sleek. You got the white on white on white. Love it. I love it a lot. Next setup comes from Chris, DJ Bones from Long Island. He's using 2 EVs. I think he covered his too. Are those covered up, or is that just the EVs in white? Whatever. He's using 2 EV15s. What else? He's using Yorkville subwoofer. I think he put it back there somewhere. I like this setup a lot. It's pretty clean. I like it. What I don't like is that you're just putting these lights on the floor. I would maybe pick those up. I would maybe put them underneath your speakers. Just get an O-clamp and mount them on your speakers. I would definitely get those lights up from the ground. It's one thing to have them on top of the subwoofer, but when they're straight up on the floor, I don't know how I feel about that. Besides that, man, I like this. I see that you put the subwoofer in the back as opposed to in the front, but you put a light in the front. If you were trying to go for a cleaner look, I would have removed that light from there and just have it nice and clean, nothing in the front. This setup comes in from DJ Solstice Lopez from San Luis Obispo, California. California representing strong in this vlog. And wow. First thing, is that a long exposure picture? I like those beams coming out. This looks like a school function, so I guess you were looking for that gritty, that look. And you also have the exposed trussing. I see you also got like the geysers or the volcanoes. I forgot what those are called, those lights here. But it looks like you're going for that cool CO2 effect. For a rave or something like that, a school function, I guess it gets the job done. There's just a lot going on in this setup. I also like that you are on top of the stage. Did you build that yourself? It looks like you brought that in. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm on the fence about this one. I want to like it, but then there's just something about it that just throws me off. Next one comes from Alex Lopez. His name is DJ Havoc and Oxnard, California. California represent. Thank you guys for the love down in California. I'm heading out there June 15th. Let's meet up. His setup includes 2 JBL PRXs. I love the PRXs. He's got them here on the floor. He's also got 4 ADJ Mega Profile Plus. I love those bad boys. Those bad boys are nice. This is a nice clean setup. I love the all black. I don't know if this is a projector screen that you have behind you. I don't know if that's yours. You put the TVs also on tripods. It looks like you used your speaker tripods to mount the TVs. What I don't like is these little scrims here that are just like skirts on these tripods. I guess it works, but I hate the pull just shooting out of the skirt. I love that everything is black like my soul. This is a nice setup. I like it a lot. This setup comes from Chris Cable, DJ Q-Ball. He says he's worked in clubs from Buffalo, New York to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. 25 years in the business, 5 years in the mobile game. He's kind of like me. He did a lot of club work before moving into the mobile game. I did a lot of club work. I'm actually pretty new into the mobile game. This is like my year and a half, I'm guessing, to the mobile game, so I'm still fairly new into the mobile game. I actually quite like this. I like this facade. I also like this reflection of the picture. But now we're getting into photo critique. What I don't like is that you're projecting the gobo behind you. Besides that, man, this is clean. You did a great job on the cable management. I love your cable management. Maybe just clean up this left side here. There's not really much to critique on this one. I like it a lot. I think you did a great job, man. Chris, man, keep it up. Good job. The next setup comes from DJ Theo. I like this setup a lot too. This is pretty clean. He's got a gig bar in the back. Let's see what Theo has to say. He is from Washington, D.C., and this is from a corporate event he did back there. I like that uplighting that he's doing back there. He's got one Chauvet gig bar, which this is what I want a gig bar for. He put it right behind him, and he doesn't need to bring anything else. The gig bar just does all the work. Some people call it a beginner's lighting rig, but who cares? There's no such thing as a beginner's lighting rig. All you have to do is light up the people. It really doesn't matter. I'm actually thinking about picking one up myself and just placing it right behind me like he did here, and just have it shoot out to the dance floor. I think the Chauvet gig bar is one of the best lights out there. It just does so much, and it's a great price point. It's got a derby, it's got the wash, it's got the strobe, it's got the lasers. I like that light a lot. If you guys are new into the mobile DJ game and you're looking for an all-in-one light, I would just say invest in something like a Chauvet gig bar. I like the uplighting that you have here. Are those the Chinese brand uplighting, or is that Chauvet? Nope. It says that those are Freedom Quad Pars. DJ Theo, I like your setup a lot. That's one of my favorites. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. Let me know which one was your favorite setup. We got a lot of cool setups sent in. Thank you to everybody who sent in a setup. Let me know which one was your favorite, and be sure to critique the setups down in the comments below. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like down in the comments. I'll be sure to do another one of these videos soon. Maybe I'll start doing them once every other week. I don't think I'll be doing as many because this took me about 2 hours to get through it. I know the vlog is a lot shorter, but there were a lot of setups, and some setups I did want to include, but I ended up cutting them in editing. Let me know if you guys like this idea of the setup critiques, and let me know if you'd like to see more of them in the future. I like it a lot. It gives you guys a lot of ideas and lets me know what's out there, lets me know what other guys are doing at their gigs. So I think this is a pretty cool series. Let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be sure to keep you up to date when the next time I'm doing it is, so be sure to stay tuned to my vlogs. Don't forget to hit that like button before you leave, and if this is the first time you watch one of my videos, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you really want to be my friend, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified as soon as I post this in all of my videos. Thank you guys for being awesome. Stay awesome. I'll catch you guys in my next one.